The worst player in free agency in NBA 2K23 is Al Terrell. He's a 62 overall, but I'm going to drop him down to a 60 and try to make him win MVP. First of all, I had to give him all the best tendencies to make sure he's doing everything out there except for fouling. Then I made him 7'7" so that he could have a huge size advantage. I was trying to give him some good attributes, but there was a big problem. His overall kept going up. We needed him to be a 60 overall MVP, so I dropped him back down to a 60, put him at the point guard so he'd go down a little bit more in overall because he was naturally a center, and then I upped a few attributes and I was pretty much ready to get started on the season, but we needed the perfect teammates. So I turned trade override on and added a bunch of NBA stars. But you might be wondering, how is our guy Al gonna win MVP with all these stars? Well, they're gonna not be shooting the ball and Al's gonna be taking all the shots. Hopefully having a bunch of stars who can play good defense will help him out, and we're going to run with a shoot at will system so that he can hopefully take a ton of shots, and this was working early in the season. He was putting up some monster numbers. Also, if you do go on to enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing. Only 2.5% of you all who watch my videos are subscribed. With those big numbers, you might think that Al has that award on lock, but you forgot about Luka Doncic, the greatest player of all time according to 2K. I mean, Al wasn't even in the MVP race, so I had to take matters into my own hands. He's going to be playing every minute out there. I don't care if he gets tired, we need him getting this award. And this was working. I mean, 23 for 59, he still got 50 though, and he was moving up in the MVP race as a result of these increased minutes. By the end of the season, we won 61 games, but even the big numbers and winning all those games wasn't enough. Luka was the MVP. Al put up good numbers, but it just didn't work out for us. We were able to advance to the NBA Finals behind Al Terrell's 42 points per game in the conference finals, but we ended up losing to Ja and the Grizzlies in the finals. Now going into this next season, because we're not just going to take this L, we're going to try to get him the MVP, I dropped Al's potential down to 60, so hopefully his overall doesn't increase throughout the season, gave him all the minutes, and look at this. He was number one in the MVP race, averaging almost 50 a game on the season. The efficiency was garbage. He was shooting a ton of shots, but hey, he had a 70-point game out there. He was really hooping. And by the end of the year, we won 45 games, and Al was the MVP. But his overall increased to a 61, even though, like I mentioned, I decreased his potential so that his overall wouldn't go up, and we didn't win the ring. So I guess the 60 overall can't win the MVP because for some reason, Al Terrell's overall went up to 61, but a 61 can win the MVP. Hope you enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe.